Research shows binge drinkers increase alcohol consumption by nearly 20% during the pandemic. This Alcohol Awareness Month, many may be looking to drink less or perhaps not at all, a little sober curious. In this morning's Good Day Together, where we focus on communities of color, we met up for Zero Proof Cocktails with Chris Marshall. He's the CEO and founder of Sands Bar, who shares why he's fostering this space for healing and community. Chris Marshall is like most business owners, doing what he can to survive during the pandemic.
We're just kind of cleaning up. Big part of what we're doing now is everything's outside due to COVID. We want to welcome our guests back, but we also want to keep things safe.
Until they fully reopen, he's keeping his skills fresh.
Tequila, but it's a non-alcoholic drink. How does that work?
Oh my gosh, so that's the best part is over the last year or so, there's been just a boom in non-alcoholic beverages. So this tequila, free spirits, Ritual Zero Proof Tequila. Where'd the other tequila go? But yeah, I got this tequila right here, I think. Is this it? Yep. This is a bottle of arcade tequila. So I can go in any direction I want with these because I literally have 3 different kinds of tequila. And that's the fun of coming in here and just playing around. And once we're able to get full service back, I look forward to getting these drinks and getting these zero proof cocktails out to our customers so that they can try, a gin and tonic, alcohol-free gin and tonic. I mean, I got 3 or 4 kinds of gin. I haven't always been sober. Started drinking when I was 16. I felt really disconnected. I grew up outside of Houston in Sugar Land, Texas, and I just felt really disconnected from the people around me. I didn't have the kind of money that they had. I obviously didn't look like some of the people. I was usually one of the handful of minority students in my class, and I always felt different. And when I found alcohol, initially it was this thing that made me feel like I belonged.
He says it was a way to run from the discomfort, to numb the feelings, eventually losing sight under the influence.
And it became debilitating. And so at 23, I went to treatment and I got better.
Chris ended up in Austin and worked as a counselor at Austin's Integral Care, helping support others through mental illness and substance abuse.
I mean, there's very few adult social experiences that aren't centered around alcohol. So I saw people struggling in that way, and I knew that no one should ever have to feel that sense of being alone or feel that sense of not being connected, and that's why I started Sands Bar.
Pouring hope like an antidote to loneliness, creating a healing space like the one he needed decades ago.
That's the beauty of these drinks, is that I can play around with these drinks all day long, and I'm not going to wake up hungover. I can go home and drive. I can continue to innovate and have a good time behind the bar, creating great drinks, because I know that I'm serving completely alcohol-free things.
A place free of expectations to come as you are.
I think that's so hard to be who you are in a world that tells you how to be. One of my favorite quotes is remember who you were before the world told you you were somebody else. And that's all I'm trying to get back to, is who was I before the world told me that I was not good enough? Who was I before the world told me that my blackness and my boyness and my mental health was not good enough, was ineffective or insufficient? Who was I before the world told me I was not enough? Whoever that boy was, I want to honor and celebrate that boy. I want to celebrate that kid. I want that kid to have a space where they feel safe. That's what this space is all about.
And Chris is celebrating 14 years sober, as well as his birthday this weekend, and there's a special celebration at Sands Bar. If you're interested in learning more about Sands Bar and the celebration, you can head to their Instagram at @sands_bar.